Good afternoon, parents. Good afternoon, players, Houston Select families. This is Johan Arboleda, your technical director. This is Coach Miguel, one of our staff coaches. He's going to be helping us out today to serve as one of our sample players. The main objective behind us doing this live feed is to sort of connect with our players and our families. We miss you guys a lot. Needless to say, I hope that everybody's staying safe, healthy. We wanted to maybe start doing this, on a continuous basis. Not sure of the time frames that we'll do, but we wanted to launch this today as a live feed to, once again, like I said, to connect with our players and get the feel, even though it's not a face-to-face, to get the feel for them again. We miss them very much. We miss being out on the fields, competition, seeing the families. Hopefully we'll get back sooner than later. And for now, what we're going to do is show you some of the ball mastery moves that we have introduced the kids to before. We want to just give them some reminders about some of the technical points that we here at Houston Select have gone over. And some of the moves or some of the things we'll talk about will probably have different names and different platforms. Don't be overly concerned with that. I've seen, for example, a scissor, not that we're going to go over scissor, but scissor, they call it step over when you watch EPL games. There's a bunch of different names out there, but the main objective is that the kids are going through all the steps to make them successful with the ball mastery and changing direction, technical gestures that we're going to be going over today. We're going to focus primarily on ball mastery. We're going to do about 4 or 5 different technical gestures, and then we're going to introduce the kids to 3 change of direction moves. We're going to go over different stages, how to go about them, and last but not least, we're going to allow the kids to do them and perform them, from slow to fast, because we want them to be able to master the exercise. Also, don't be overly concerned. The objective here is not for the kids to get in shape. That's for another session. That's another topic in itself. So we're not concerned that the kids are doing this at top speed but always getting it wrong. One of our main philosophies here at Houston Select is that the kids start slow with every exercise that they do. They use both their left and their right foot, weak and strong, so that they can feel what it is, get a feel for, even though they're doing it slow, to do it right. As they start mastering it, their own bodies, their own self, their own mind is going to tell them, look, I can do this faster. So just keep an eye out for that, players and parents, everybody out there that is tuned in. Don't start overly fast and you're always doing the exercise wrong just because you want to do it so fast. So the first thing we're going to start with, we like to call it here is a shuffle. We're going to shuffle the ball, not overly fast, just keeping the ball moving in front of us. Our knees are bent. You're shuffling the ball back and forth, you're hitting the ball back and forth, you're tapping it with the side of your big toe. And we're going to do an L turn. As I say go, you go do 6 to 8 shuffles, and then you do an L turn with your right foot. Good. And then we stop the ball. And again. Good. We start slow. Once again, we pull the ball. Yeah. And we turn as it's being pulled, and you tap in it with the inside of your foot, past the plant foot. And we do it with the left and with the right. Yeah. Good. Yeah, L turn. Good. And time. So watch this, players. Watch this. Common mistakes that could be made when we do this are, as I'm doing the shuffle, I don't pull the ball far enough to be able to go this plant foot. So make sure that as I'm pulling it, it goes far enough that I'm here making the turn. Common mistake, you don't allow the ball and it ends up hitting this plant foot. So make sure when you pull it in, you got enough room. Also here, since we're turning, as well as doing the L turn, when we do the turn, is once the ball is being pulled and I tap it with the inside of my foot, I'm turning. I'm tapping with the inside of my foot and I'm turning. So we go a little bit faster now, coach. Yeah. Make sure that you're not doing the L turn if you're not ready for it yet. In other words, the ball has to be in the right location. If for some reason your shuffle or your bells, what they're called, are messing you up in terms of where the ball's too far away from you, you don't have to do it on the 6th or 8th one. We're just kind of giving you a go by. 6, 8 bells, and then we do a L, turn, L, turn. Good, and time. So we're going to do 3 rounds of those. That was second round. You do 10 to 12 turns with each foot. Each player out there individually should know, now that we're talking to our older players, more advanced players, you should know if you're doing it correctly, if you need to slow it down, if you can go faster. One of the ways to challenge yourselves is as you're doing the shuffle or the bells, get your head up. Don't look at the ball the whole time. And then we start working on vision of the field. Now, I wouldn't recommend you having your head up the whole time, but just taking and scanning the field. Okay? So you would do 3 rounds. We're going to give you 20 seconds to finish your 3rd round, and we go to the next one. All right. 10, 9, and time. Here's our next one. We're going to roll the ball across our body, control it with the inside of my foot. For our higher level players, in the previous feed, we were going slow. I think this one we can start a little bit faster. The main points to watch out for here is that roll the ball across our body, roll it across our body, and control it with the inside of our foot. Yeah? Always having our foot up, have our foot off the ground when we control it. Yeah? This also encourages inside of the foot technique because you start getting used to using both feet and utilizing the inside of your foot. It makes the inside of your foot comfortable. So we roll it fast out, coach. Fast. Yeah? Well, fast. We're going to do 2 rounds of these, players. 2. 12 to each side. Take a break in between. So right now he's about to complete his first round. You take a break. Good. So you take about 10, 15 seconds, guys. And then you're going to do a second round of it. Challenge yourself once again by looking up, not doing it blind the whole time, but scanning the field. Scanning the field. We got to look at our ball too. It's just I don't want players to get accustomed to having their head down the whole time. During this exercises, this technical gestures, you can start getting used to having vision and getting your head up. Okay, go. 10 on each side. Fast. Well, it's okay. See that? When you challenge yourself to have your head up, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. We already went through the slow stage. Now we go fast. We're challenging ourselves. Yeah. 4 more. Whoop. 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 Yes. Well done, coach. We're going to give you guys 30 seconds to either get a break, get a drink, or if you've got to finish the exercise, go ahead and do it. And then we'll introduce you to the next move, Ball Master. Now we're going to do the V-pull. As you can see, when you do this fast, okay, like I said, we want to encourage slow to fast. To gain ball mastery, we don't go super fast the whole entire time. It is tiring. It is tiring. Here got a young man that is top shape, and he's breathing hard. So parents, players out there, it's okay if you're breathing hard. You guys are outside probably while you're watching this, so the sun is probably beating down you. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids while we're doing this. So the next one is we're going to do a V pull, pulling with the opposite foot. Yeah, we're going to push the ball in, push it out. Pull it in, push it out. Pull it in, push it out. Good. Good. Yeah. Start slow. Yeah. Keep going. Good. In time while we're doing this, players watch this. Take a pause from the exercise. One of the techniques here that we really want to encourage you to do correctly. A lot of players start doing this fast and they hit the ball with their laces. With their laces. The point of this exercise is to hit the ball with the outside of your foot. It's an awkward position because human beings don't walk like this. So it's the initial stages to help us to utilize the outside of our foot to play long balls, to curve it in, to make passes, whatever you may think of, to take shots. But these are the initial stages, and we must make sure that we're doing it correctly. So what we want to do is we bend our knees, our foot is pointed down and it's tilted, and we're using, when my toes are face down and tilted, they're tight. I want to really squeeze them and make them tight, facing down. And I want to tap the ball with my small pinky toe. I'm tapping the ball out. So I'm bringing it in, I'm tapping it out. Tapping it out, bending my knees, tapping it out. So now that you saw that technique, once again, coach, over here, it's here, players. It's here. Here. You're tapping it out. Now we're going to go a little bit faster. And we go. V-pull, push it out. Make sure you think of going past the defender. We want that touch to be out in front. In front. Good. In front. In front. Good. Keep it up. Keep it going. Good. Back. Yeah. Push it out. Bring it in. Push it out. 4 more. 3 more. Yeah. 2 more. Good. And time. You'll have time in a second that we're going to give you to do the exercise, but I want you to stop for a second and really, I want to caution you when we do this exercise that you're not doing it and you're leaving the ball right at your feet, because then if you get used to doing it like that in a true game situation, which we want all these exercises to be applicable, in other words, that you can put them to work in a game-like situation. I don't want you to do them, or we don't want you to just do them to look pretty and to look cute. Yes, that's freestyle type of stuff, and we like that, and we encourage players to get creative and love the ball. But the purpose of this exercise is for you to start getting away from pressure in a tight space, to change direction maybe if you need to switch the point of attack. So let's watch this. This is a no-no. Do it fast like that, coach. See, we can do it fast all day long, but coach is not really pushing the ball out anywhere. So if I'm a defender, yeah, I'm going to get it here. But now, if he pushes it out, boom, he's passed. Obviously, we want to go that far for the purpose of the exercise, but we want to get you in the mentality that when we push it out, it's far enough where you're thinking of going past defenders. So let's watch it real quick again. Let's go ahead and do it. Just do it a couple of times, coach, and we get good. Push it out. Good. Push it out. Good. Push it out. And time. Now it's your turn, players, to do it for 45 seconds, pushing the ball out and try to go fast. Ready? Go. All right, here's our last ball mastery technical gesture for today. For our second group, we're going to go inside, outside of the foot, and we're going to bring the ball back. As opposed to bringing it back with the inside, we're going to use a little Cruyff behind us to bring it in. So we start slow, outside of the foot, Cruyff. Inside of the foot, Cruyff. Good. Remember the technique of using the outside of your foot. You're pushing the ball out. Outside of our foot. Good. Good. Cruyff, push it out. Cruyff, push it out. Cruyff, push it out. Cruyff, push it out. So in a game situation, we'll let you do it in a minute, players. In a game situation, you want to avoid doing this exercise where you're doing the Cruyff and letting the ball roll and then hitting it with the outside. It defeats the purpose, and I'm going to show you why. So go ahead and just let the ball roll after you do the Cruyff. Just roll it more. Yeah, now push it with the outside. Let it roll again, and then push it with the outside. See, in a game, that defeats the purpose of using this move with the player. Because if I'm a defender, go ahead, coach, and do it inside and let it roll. Just let it roll. Do the Cruyff and let it roll. Do the Cruyff and let it roll. I'm going to step in. But now, if you do it the right way, where you go inside, outside, it's going to fake me out. Because when I see him tapping the ball and doing the Cruyff motion, his foot is going to immediately hit it with the outside, his opposite foot. Well, what am I going to do as a defender? I'm going to reach in and try to win it. But the outside of his foot is going to beat me to it. So ready? Go over here. Yeah. Yeah, but you got to tap it with the outside. Yeah. Yeah. Ready? Yeah. Go. Inside, outside. Ah, that's not it. Same movement that we were just doing before. Same movement. Yeah. Yeah. Inside, now outside. Right away. If you go outside. Yeah. You got to go inside and outside. Yeah. Inside, outside. Good. See that? So we're trying to do it inside, outside. So let's watch coach do it. Inside, outside. Go. Inside, outside right away. Inside, outside. That's all right. Mistakes are going to happen, players. That's how we learn. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Good. Back, back, behind. Yeah, behind. Good. Outside. Try to do the outside right away. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Good. And time. Now it's your turn to go ahead and try to master this or do it for the next 45 seconds. And we'll be shortly with you. Get ready for our 3 change of direction move. Go. Huh? Yeah. Because you got to find it first. Yeah. messed up because you should have done.
L.
Sorry.
Because usually in a game, would you redo his here?
Yeah, but that's a chop.
I know, but it does introduce it though. Yeah. It's a good idea.
20 seconds. Keep working, players. Remember, stay hydrated. If you need a drink, if you need a break, go ahead and do it. Let's go outside of the foot chop, right? Yeah. All right. Start slow. Just do it. Hey, just go over here. Don't start doing that really fast. Look. Yeah. All right, and we go. All right, first move that we're going to introduce you today in terms of change of direction, which is our focus today with the moves that we're showing you, is going to be outside of the foot chop. Very, very commonly used move, and I think it's one that, especially for young players, if you can master it and do it correctly and not just do it for the sake of doing it, then I think it becomes a very, very effective tool for you guys to utilize in games. I mean, you see it all the way at the high level. I encourage you that after we're done with these moves, that you go and find YouTube clips, all games that you may have recorded of Champions League, anytime MLS, EPL, La Liga, anywhere, even the Mexican League. You go, Liga MX, I'm sorry, that you go and find where players are utilizing this move. So outside of the foot chop, we're going to start slow. We go from slow to fast. The dribble is not fast, okay? We keep the ball close. Yeah, we're going to chop it with the outside of the foot. Good. Keep going. Now we'll do it with the left and right. Right and left. Yeah, good. Start doing it, players. Start doing the outside of the foot chop. Up and down the square, slowly. Good. Got it? Good. Yeah. In time. Avoid yourselves. Avoid or try not to make this mistake. As we're dribbling the ball, don't turn your body around the ball and then tap it with the outside of our foot. We want to cut it. We want to chop it. What does that mean? What that means is that we're not going to come here. We're not going to come here, run around the ball, and then do it. No. We're going to have our foot, once again, outside of the foot. Remember the technique, okay? We're tilting our foot. Our body's still on this side of the ball. My foot goes on the other side of the ball. So once my foot is on the other side of the ball, I twist my hip and I chop it hard. So it's here, my other side, boom. Yeah, go here, on the side, boom, and we cut it. See, it's very important that we turn our hip when my foot is on the other side. First thing is you got to be on the other side. You cannot be very far away from the ball, otherwise you're going to end up reaching. And like I said, you don't want to run past the ball either. So once we're close enough, foot on the other side, and we chop. Foot on the other side, and we chop. So let's see Coach Miguel now, and you guys doing it a little bit faster. Now you're going to do a little fake before you do the chop. So make an imaginary defender in front of you, imaginary, make them believe, him or her, that you're about to take a shot or make a pass. We get our up by doing that. Let's see it. Watch it. Go, play. Good. Easy, easy, fast. The chop is fast in this exercise. You don't have to dribble super fast. We want to chop the ball super fast. Good. Chop it fast. We do it right. Chop. Good. Fake. Good. Fake. Good. Excellent. And it's probably a little bit tougher, players, to do it with your weak foot. So when you do it with your weak foot, slow down. Because we're not used to our weak side of our body. In this case, my left, we're not used to our hips being utilized as much. This is the tough movement to make. So you can slow down a little bit when you do it with your weak side until you start mastering it. And if you want to, do it faster with your strong side. So that's the outside of the foot chop. Take a minute or so to work on your own. And we're going to be back for the second move. Make sure you stay hydrated. Once again, it's hot out there. So take a minute or so. Now we're going to do
Workout, yeah.
That's harder than running.
20 seconds. Players that work on their own while nobody's watching them are usually the ones that turn out to be the best, play at the highest level. Can you be motivated enough to work on your own? And it doesn't have to be just this exercise. Like I said, the objective of us starting to do this is to be able to connect with our families and our players once again. This is not a must that they have to do this. We're just showing you step by step on different technical gestures like today that we're showing you on what we think makes players successful. We're also showing you what are common mistakes that young players that we see make when they do these technical gestures. Because if we catch those bad habits or bad ways of doing the technical gestures, then catching them at an early age, it makes it a lot easier for the players to be able to perform them, with effectiveness and do them in a game without creating those bad habits. So here's the second one. Check it out, players. The second one we're going to do is the U-turn. At our level, for most of the players that we have in our club, this is a move that we're already doing. So you don't have to start super slow. Once again, with your weak foot, if you don't feel as comfortable, you can slow it down. With our strong foot, we're just doing the U-turn. So I would go ahead and, for the players, since this is our older players, okay, more advanced, I would go ahead and start with the fake before we do the move right away. Maybe not with your weak foot until you get good feel for it, and you feel like you're comfortable and you mastered it. But with your strong foot, definitely start fast. Remember, the dribble is not fast. It's the change of direction that is fast. Yeah, U-turn, use the sole complete, and then we pull it back. Yeah, good, yeah. Looks like a pullback, but it's not. Good. Also consider this to be a very, very commonly used technical gesture for players of all levels, at all levels. You change direction and go the opposite way to get out of tight spaces. Yeah, try to make it cut. Good, there you go. There you go, yeah. And time. Common mistake that I see with this move is I see a lot of players that want to go ahead and step on the ball and then do this. But what happens with that is that we're not really getting away from pressure because the defender's going to step in and maybe cut the ball. So because it is a fast change of direction, we want to step on the ball and pull it so it's away from us. So it's a sharp turn, and then I go on my run. There, here, it's here. Sorry, it's my phone. I go here, boom, I go here, there, and I keep the ball moving. I don't want to just step on the ball and stop and come here. It slows it down. So what we want to do, players, is as I'm getting ready to do it, think I'm going to shoot, and then pull it so it's on my stride, and it doesn't slow me down. On my stride and away from the defender. We do one more round. Now we're going to do it fast. Play. Pull it away, coach. Pull it away. There. Pull it away. Good. Keep it close. Remember, we're going to dribble. Yeah, the dribble, you got to keep it close, players. Now, we don't want to do the move if the ball's really far away from us. The ball must be close to us. In time, coach, you can get a breather. I know you're struggling a little bit here, sweating it up. Players, go ahead and challenge yourselves and do this for a minute. Once again, keep in mind, arm up, fake that you're going to shoot, opposite arm, and then pull the ball away from you. Fast move, slow dribble. Fast move, slow dribble. Go. Seconds. All right, here we go. Our last change of direction move for today. So we did the outside of the foot chop, we did the U-turn. Now we're going to do a little fancy move that, we want to challenge it with it. I like it because I think it's not widely used, it's not used a whole lot, but it's more for the looks, it's more for the players to have fun with it. It looks super cool, as the young kids like to use that language. I think it's a move that looks elegant. Once you learn to master it, you're going to see Coach Miguel, myself, we struggle doing it with our weak foot. And that's why I wish that at a young age, like our players are right now, I would have had a coach that would encourage me to always use my weak foot, and probably I did, but I was stubborn enough that I didn't want to do it. So that's why we encourage every player, not only encourage, but we make them do technical gestures here at Houston Select with both left and right. So it's called the slap turn. So we're going to start slow. You sort of just roll your foot over the ball and stop it with the outside of your foot. Good. See with the left. Good. Not bad, coach. See, we go slow because it's something that we're trying to master and we're new at. If you're really good at it with your strong foot, then do it slow. Yeah, very slow. You roll your foot over the ball. Yeah, and then we stop it at the other end with the outside of our foot. Good. And stop there. Coach, bring up the camera. Do a close-up. So look, as we're dribbling, we roll our foot over the ball, and then we stop it there. So my foot stays in contact with the ball the whole entire move. It's here. It's here. It's almost like you're going to roll it, but instead of just letting go of it, you put your foot on the other side of the ball and bring it back. See, I'm not that good with my left either. Look. Oh, see, my left is no good. But with my right, I can do it. So now that you saw the motion of it, make sure always the location of the ball before you do the move has to be close to you. My plant foot, as I get ready to do the move, is important that it's not behind the ball, but it's right next to it. I want to be right next to it so I can step over the ball. So my plant foot, it's not behind, it's not way in front, it's right next to the ball. And then we do it. A little bit faster, coach. Yeah. Good. See, as you get better at it, see, I told you guys it looks cool. And maybe what it does, it's not only to help you change direction, but it serves as like faking a pass, faking a shot. But more than anything, in my opinion, it looks really cool when you do it. If you're able to do it fast, like Coach Miguel did, try not to let the ball bounce away from your foot too far. Try to keep it close. There it is. Fast roll over the ball. Good. Fast roll over the ball. Good. Fast roll over the ball. Yes, sir. And time. So now, players, here's my challenge to you. First of all, great job to all the players that have joined us and have been trying the moves. If you weren't able to join us live, the video is going to be there recorded. When you see it tonight, tomorrow, later on the week, it doesn't matter. Try to go through all these steps. Try to really focus on the parts that we showed that are don'ts, so you don't start creating bad habits. Don't get discouraged if you can't get it right away, especially with your weak foot, because the easiest thing to do is with your weak foot is to say, I'm not going to do it, and just do it with your strong foot because you're successful with your strong foot. My biggest encouragement is slow down when you use your weak foot. Slow things down, even if you have to do them like in slow motion. Who cares? After you do it 25 times in a slow motion, but you do it right, you're going to start speeding it up. So good job. My challenge is now you do all three of the change of direction moves. The slap turn is the last one we did. Outside of the foot chop and the U-turn. Work at it, on your own time. Do some of the bowl mastery things that we did. I really appreciate all the families that joined us or they will watch the video at a later time. Thank you for being part of Houston Select. I hope that everybody stays safe. We will try to announce, my fault. We will try to make these at least once a week, and we will make an announcement with enough time. So for those of you guys that enjoyed it, some of the instruction, you can join us. Everybody's welcome. You don't have to be part of Houston Select Soccer Academy. If you have any questions or anything that you didn't understand, please feel free to ask. For those coaches out there that are checking out the video, other soccer minds, if you got any suggestions to us, things that would make this better or something that we forgot to go over, by all means, let us know. I love learning from others. I'm not closed-minded to think that my way or our way is the only way. So thanks, everybody. Stay safe once again, and can't wait to see all the players and families out in the field. Let's give a shout-out to Coach Miguel for being top-notch with demonstrating all the exercises. I think I would have passed out if I had to do the whole thing by myself. So thank you to Coach Miguel. Thank you to our camera guy, keeping it safe. Coach Mario, see you guys later. God bless. Yeah.